Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Retro Gaming Rewind. I appreciate you tuning in. The feedback on the last video was pretty good. I think this new format is going to work out. Everybody seemed to, enjoy it, and I think I can do these a little bit more frequently. I'm not stopping doing the more edited, review-based content on games and hardware and stuff like that. It's just that I'd like to update my channel a little bit more frequently, and this will, I think, allow me to do it. And one of the things that I think some of you guys suggested in the comments was what to do with this format, and I kind of like some of the ideas. So doing just sort of like not news, but just sort of things that interest me, things that I want to talk about, and then talking about recommendations. Whether it's music, movies, or just like videos and stuff that I watch. So and I think I'm gonna start to build a playlist on my YouTube channel too of some of the stuff that I recommend. So look out for that soon too. Probably won't get to work on that tonight, but coming soon. But anyway, the first thing I want to talk about, it's kind of old news at this point, but it's the Sega Saturn Crack. So if you guys haven't heard, this man named Dr. Abrasive has just written himself into the annals of console video gaming history. He was the first person to actually bypass the copy protection and just completely crack the Sega Saturn. I will link the video down in the description of exactly how he did it. It's a pretty interesting video, but to kind of make a long story short, what he did, he used the video CD attachment that came out, I think, exclusively in Japan. I don't really know. It was basically an MPEG decoder for the Sega Saturn, and it bypassed the the CD protection that was sort of hard pressed into the Saturn discs, and basically broke all the copy protection. Is accessed the console directly, and he was able to send ROMs directly to the CPU. So there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff out of this. So obviously there's going to be like a USB drive, so that will replace the the CD drives that kind of fail all the time. There's going to be chip tunes, which is really cool, like new chip tunes using the Sega Saturn music chips. And then we're going to have probably improvements in the console emulation of the Saturn, because we're going to know exactly how it works. And then there's going to be homebrew. I cannot wait for homebrew Saturn games. I mean, the first time I see a homebrew Saturn shmup, I mean, it's going to be freaking glorious. I cannot wait. That's going to be, oh man, it's going to be, and that thing is a 2D beast. Oh god, 2D homebrews on the Saturn, just, yeah, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, the guy, I think he's hoping to sell this widely, the solution widely. So hopefully, within the next year or two, we can all get our hands on this, and it'll be just like, it'll be great. Obviously, the Sega Saturn is one of my favorite consoles. That's why this news is so awesome to me. So anyway, moving on, next topic. I guess a recommendation here. So Ben Heck videos on the Super Nintendo PlayStation. Again, I will link these down below in the description. Super interesting videos. So he got the guys who found the Super Nintendo PlayStation prototype. If you don't know what that is, I recommend you look it up. He got them to bring the prototype over to his shop and basically, take it apart, figure out how it worked, and actually attempt to get it working and playing games again. I'm not going to spoil the video, but or the videos, but yeah, check it out. It's very interesting. I can't recommend it enough, especially if you're Super Nintendo fan. Yeah, just check it out. Okay, next topic, the NES Classic. Obviously, we had to cover this. Very excited for it. Just in case you don't know what it is, you probably do. There's so much coverage on it. It's basically a little mini NES system. It looks like an NES system, but inside it's probably, I don't know, just like a little Raspberry Pi that's running emulation. Like, I honestly have no idea what's inside. But the shell looks like a little Super Nintendo, little NES. It's got a power button, it's got a reset button, and it comes loaded with 30 games on there, and it's got an HDMI out, so you can plug it right into your HD TVs. It's a first-party Nintendo product, which makes it very interesting. These things have been sort of around for a long time, but this is the first time that I can recall that this is like a first-party product. So it's interesting, and it shows that, at least to me, that Nintendo is kind of more willing under this new leadership, R.I.P. Iwata, to take, at least the impression I'm getting from this is that they seem to be more willing to take risks with their legacy products. So I don't know if we're gonna see like, you know, stacks of these like little mini NESs that have like different games loaded into them. Kind of an interesting strategy if that's the way they're gonna go. Obviously, you know, the reason why they would think of that is because no further games can be loaded onto these things. They come with 30 games and that's it. So we'll see. Kind of makes me excited to see what they're going to do with the NX. You know, you keep hearing more and more it's going to be like a mobile platform that, you know, that plugs into a TV or something like that. So we'll see. You know, Nintendo always does interesting things. So obviously we'll keep an eye out for that. All right, so now let's get into some pickups. So I got some games on GameStop.com. I rolled the dice. I took a gamble because you never know what you're going to get when you order with GameStop.com because, you know, you don't know if it's going to be complete, if the manual is going to be missing, if it's not going to have a manual at all, if the box is going to be all shredded, whatever. So basically I rolled the dice. I ordered 7 games. I had to return 6 of them because, you know, they were just, they came in like those generic black cases. They didn't have their manuals. And only 1 game of that order survived. So I took the rest back and I got store credit and I got a bunch of other stuff. So this is what I got. All right, so this first game, this is the only lone survivor of the GameStop.com order, and it is Record of Agrest War Zero. Strategy RPG game. Kind of psyched to try it out. I like strategy RPGs, even though I suck at them. I still like to play them. I still enjoy them. I hardly ever finished them either, but whatever. All right, the other one I got was for the 3DS, and that is Paper Mario Sticker Star. Totally digging this. I played the other ones, and I like them, so I'm kind of hoping I like this one. Now, this one is... this was like a no-brainer. This was 89 cents. Complete, very, very good condition. And I guarantee you, if this game came out in 1999, when Mark and I were still doing the game room, we would have spent the entire weekend drinking, playing this game, and trying to review it. John Woo's Stranglehold. Official hard-boiled story from John Woo. Of course I'm going to get this game. Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer. This was like sort of an early, I think you guys mostly know, an early 360 PS3 gen game. And I'm still kind of hoping that it doesn't suck. But 89 cents, I mean, how can I go wrong? All right, next one. The Witch and the Hundred Knight. I know nothing about this game. I think it came out in like a remaster on PS4 in Japan. I don't know if it came over here, but it's like an action RPG. I kind of like the visual style of it, and I like action RPGs, so I just kind of want to check it out. And it's a PS3 exclusive, so I had to get it. And the last one here is Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Definitely pumped to try this because I played the first Wolfenstein on the one, and it's my favorite first-person shooter that I've played in years. I haven't tried the new Doom yet, but that Wolfenstein was amazing. I'm expecting this to be more of the same. So sweet. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it for all my pickups. All right, so now I got a movie recommendation for you guys. It's a documentary. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. It's about 2 New York DJs. It's called Stretch and Bobbito, Radio That Changed Lives. And it's about these 2 New York DJs who basically ran a college radio show from 1 to 5 a.m. on Thursday nights, or Friday mornings, whatever you want to call it. And basically built like the #1 hip-hop platform on New York radio in the early 90s. And it was just this huge launching platform for all the biggest hip-hop acts that you can think of from, like, you know, the early 90s through the aughts. You know, just the impact is still being felt by this show. And this documentary was very well made. Does a great job of sort of capturing some amazing artists way early in their career. And you get to see some really cool footage. So I highly recommend checking it out. Even if you're not a hip-hop fan, I definitely recommend checking it out. But guys, that's pretty much it. Again, I hope you like this format. I hope you're digging it. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. It definitely helps out. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and I will see you later.